Okay, so what happened last week? This is the Michigan Daily's review of the GEO strike, September 7th through September 16th. On Monday, September 7th, the Graduate Employees Organization, comprised of more than 2,000 GSIs and GSSAs at the University of Michigan, voted to strike in response to the university's fall reopening plans. In a tweet, they said that the purpose of the strike was, quote, in pursuit of a safe and just campus for all. The organization had 8 demands from the university. Some demanded changes to the university's reopening plans and testing, while others had to do with anti-policing, such as demanding the university to cut all ties with the local police department. The decision to strike was supported by LEO, a lecturers' organization on campus, and by others like the Michigan chapter of College Democrats. Central Student Government, in a unanimous vote, called the university's response to the strike, quote, reprehensible. On Tuesday, the strike began with hundreds of GSIs participating, widely disrupting regular class activities at the university. The strike was scheduled to continue until Friday, September 11th. That same Tuesday night, another large group of employees at the university started their own strike, the resident advisors. More than 100 members of res staff chose to strike. Mail delivery, duty shifts, and lockout services were all disrupted. The goal of the strike was to gain better access to COVID-19 testing, personal protective equipment, and hazard pay. The RA said that the decision to strike was, quote, not an easy or hastily made decision, and that they had reached, quote, a breaking point. The university responded to the GEO strike by pointing out that their protesting violated both university and union laws. However, the RAs don't fall under these categories, so the legal viability of their strike was undetermined. As the strike continued through Tuesday, a proposed compromise came on Wednesday from the university. Per the deal, GSIs would be able to cancel classes if students didn't wear a mask, ask for the ability to teach remotely, and the university would be more transparent in testing and results data. The university refused to discuss any of the issues involving policing. The university also made it clear that if the deal was accepted, there would be no repercussions for the striking GSIs. The deal was a one-time offer. GEO wouldn't be able to accept it after Wednesday night. While the president of GEO supported the deal, it was rejected by several hundred votes from union members who believed the deal was inadequate. The university said it was, quote, disappointed. On Thursday, the strikes continued, with GEO, LEO, CSG, and RAs all supporting it in one form or another. On Friday, the strike was scheduled to end and things were slated to return to normal at the University of Michigan. But 3 things happened on Friday that made that impossible. GEO held a meeting where it voted to extend the strike by another week, with 80% of its members in support. Since they hadn't received another offer from the university and were seeing increased support for their cause from many other organizations across campus, GEO was prepared to power through another week of striking. In addition to the reauthorization, another group on campus, Students Demand Representation, which formed during the summer to address concerns about fall reopening, hosted a rally on the steps of the Michigan Union, attracting close to 250 people. GEO marched from the Diag to join SDR, where speakers, like Ann Arbor Councilmember Yousef Rabhi, praised the groups for their ongoing efforts. After the speakers, the groups marched toward Mosher Jordan Dining Hall, where they were going to originally be joined by members of M Dining, who instead opted to slow down their work rather than strike, out of fear of retaliation by the university. The university denies threatening dining workers with retaliation. The strikes across campus continued into the next week with no deals being made. On Monday, September 14th, it was revealed that the university had sought an injunction to force an end to the strike. University President Mark Schlissel said that he, quote, made the very difficult decision to seek help from the courts so we can resume all of our remote and in-person classes. GEO was breaching their contract with the university and was vulnerable to the injunction filed by Michigan, which would be in excess of $25,000. On Wednesday, GEO received a second offer from the university. It did not give the universal right to teach remotely, but it did allocate more resources to childcare, allow GSIs to cancel classes if students refused to wear masks, and agreed to give GEO one seat on a committee formed to evaluate policing at the university. The Daily found that many members of GEO thought the offer did little to satisfy demands, but accepted it out of fear of repercussions, especially with the injunction looming. In the vote of whether or not to end the strike, 1,074 votes were for and 239 were against. On Thursday, September 17th, the GEO strike ended.